All right, so today I'm going to teach you guys about the woman dancing for the devil in Revelations. She have the moon under her feet and she's dancing in the sun. I'm going to tell you how that took place. All right? Because it's kind of hard for you to figure that out. You're going to think to yourself like, "Wait a minute. So we supposed to look for a sign of a woman with a moon under her feet?" No, that is a sign. Okay? That's a prophecy. That was an actual dream that Joseph had in Genesis. All right? That's what that is. But we're going to get to that later. Right now, I'm going to give you this video so you can see the type of serpent dances that they did. And when you see this, you're going to understand my picture. See, remember, I deal with the clouds. So I got the sign that Joseph was talking about, that his stars, which is the Israelites, going to see while we being captive in our last captivity. Yeah, so I got the sign. All right, one of the signs. Okay, it showed me. Okay, so let me go to this video, and then I'm gonna take you to my cloud picture. You gotta stay with me so I can show you how this woman is dancing with this weird dance to the devil, and she's in the sun. That's what's weird about it. You're not going to see the moon. All right, you're not going to see the moon. Remember, the Bible speaks in allegories. You're not. It's not like exactly what it's saying. So you're not going to see a woman with a moon. I mean, the moon can't fit on Earth, even though it's a little smaller. I mean, but it's just you can't have it in our atmosphere, man. We'd be destroyed if these collide together. So it's symbolic. You got to get the symbolic meaning of it. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. Now let's watch this video. We're going to start doing some comparison to my picture. And then I'm going to explain to you why you're not seeing the moon and what the moon represents. Okay, pay attention.
Es scheint, als habest du schwere Schuld auf dich geladen, Sita. Die Gütige, du geschworen hast, ihr zu dienen, dich richten. Dein Tanz hat sie oft erfreut. Der Gattin wird dich treffen, Changa. Auch du hast dich ihrem Willen zu unterwerfen. Die Tänzerin muss sterben.
Noch regiere ich in Eschapur Priester. Generaldak, Bovana, bringt die Tänzerin in den Palast zurück.
Okay, now with that video, what you just saw was a serpent dance. So she was dancing. That was a gypsy woman, by the way. She was dancing serpent. That was a serpent dance. She's dancing for the devil. And that's what the Egyptians used to do years ago. The Egyptians danced like that. They was considered our modern day gypsies. This is why the name gypsy sounds similar to Egyptians. Okay, here is my picture of the cloud. You don't see it yet. All right, I got the eye for the cloud. I'm going to show you. And she's actually holding something. Okay, this hand here is folded. It's like an elbow position here. All right, you can see her hips moving. Okay, you see that? You can see her feet here. Now I got some different colors, different edit colors for you. Clean it out a bit. I have to so you can see. Now here you can see her face. Now I'm telling you, man, some of those gypsy women, oh my God. They had some hideous looking faces, man. Ugly, I'm telling you. All right. And later, the modern, they started softening them up a bit. But they didn't have the actual powers or the, melanin they used to have, because gypsies used to be pretty much dark. It was dark-skinned people. They started lighting up through being colonized and things like that. All right. So you can see her pretty much dancing here. See her hips moving, feet out and things like that. And over here, who she's dancing to, of course, the serpent. Here's the sun, the woman dancing in the sun. I'm going to tell you why. I'm explaining that to you in a second. Here, what that look like to you? The devil. He's flying in the air. Look at that. You go close here, you see that? See his forehead, his crown? Yeah, buddy. His mouth here, wings. Those are his arms here. They know how to hide in that cloud good. Look at that. This is an actual photo, real clouds. See that? Nothing fake here. I took this with my phone. That's right. Took it with my phone. Now we're in America here, all right? That's where I got this photo. That's where I took it. That's where I'm at. And that's significant too. Now I'm gonna go into detail, explain that to you. First, I want you to do this. Go to Revelation 1 through 12, and I want you to read that, and you understand, okay? And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. Do you know the 12 stars represent God's chosen? Yeah, that's right. The moon under her feet. Why does it say that about this woman? You don't see a moon under her feet. They could have easily put that. Why they didn't put the moon under her feet? How does she have 12 stars under her feet or over her head? Why 12 stars? All right, let's keep going. And she, being with child, cried, travailing in birth, and pained to be delivered. See, she wants the devil to deliver her. She's going through turmoil. We're rising up. Those 12 stars, 12 crowns on her head is rising up. This woman here who seduced us into doing evil, She wanted to be delivered to her king. All right, listen to this. And there appeared another wonder in heaven. And behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns upon his head. So why would he have 7 crowns and she have 12? Remember, she was here pretty much bullying us, her evil spirit. Who was that woman? The daughter of Babylon. Who is the daughter of Babylon? America. Because what they're trying to do is assimilate themselves with Egypt. Now, the woman you see that we have over here as our statue, the Statue of Liberty, that woman is an idol. Okay? You got to know where that comes from. She goes all the way back to Egypt, man. That's ISIS and things like that. All right, so she's nothing you're supposed to pray to. And you got to understand something else. The Statue of Liberty is actually based on a peasant Israelite. Okay? Yeah, she was a gift from France. You got to look that up. She's not even white American. All right? The origin of her goes back to France and was given to America as a gift. And her appearance is based on a slave. Oh, yeah. So, okay, this is what I'm going to do. Before I go to my pictures, I got a little video, and we're gonna play around with this a little bit, just so you can see the color changes. Remember, that's why I do that, so you can see the color changes. All right, let's check this out. Look at that. You see it coming to life? Look at her face here. See, she's reaching up to him. He's flying in the sky. Pay close attention because they hide good. Remember, they use clouds as a veil to hide themselves. This is the demon that's floating around America, who's keeping all this sin on the chosen people. Right here, it's a spirit. But you got to remember, it's man behind the spirit. He's controlling it. Look at that. Look at the teeth on this thing. Now you see her coming to light. See her body. See her feet. She's dancing. That's her dress. Look at that dress. Look at her hip. She's moving her hip like the old gypsies. That's how the gypsies used to dance when they doing the snake dance. He's the snake because that's the devil. He's a serpent. Remember, we all know the devil is a serpent. Look at his eyes. There you go. You see that? And see what I did? Look at her. Look at her dress. She got stars on her dress. Look at those stars, designs, patterns. Those stars. Yeah, that come from heaven. You're watching it unfold in front of your face. And what I ended up doing was screenshotting her, and I got side-by-side pictures of actual gypsy poses and dances. We used to dance to the devil because we were sinning. We were up under captivity. A lot of times when people, become captive, they end up resorting to sin. They end up going to the devil and doing witchcraft because they want to get freed out of it. But they resort to evil stuff because it's like they feel like evil stuff is happening to them. So they do evil stuff. Look at that. See his face here? There you go. There's his mouth. There's his eyes. Can't deny it, man. Hiding in the cloud right in front of me. And I took a picture. So I know they wanted me to get that as a sign. Remember Joseph dreamed. Joseph dreamed. He said we were going to see this in the end times in Revelation. That's why I got it. That's why I got it, bro. Now you watching. Look at his mouth. Look at the eyes. Demon. Look at that. And I'm going to go back to his face later. later on. Just stay with me, and I'm going to go back to it so you can see a side-by-side comparison of a few devil faces that I got offline, and I'm pretty much compare them so you can see the outline of them in that cloud hiding. This is why a lot of people don't understand what's happening with the clouds. They see strange stuff, but they can't explain it. They don't know what's going on. If you can't explain it and understand it, you're missing vital signs of revelation. Although they know it's revelation, but they can't tell what it is. I'm showing you what this one is right now. This is the sign that was showing to me so you can understand what's going on. Let's keep reading. And its tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven and did cast them to earth. And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born. See, they want to destroy the people. They want to destroy us. And she brought forth a man child who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron. And her child was caught up unto God and to his throne. And the woman fled into the wilderness, where she hath a place prepared of God, that they should feed her there 1,260 days, because she's going to be captive. She's going to lose. God is going to do some things to this lady of Babylon, man. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought against his angels, and prevailed not. Neither was their place found any more in heaven. That devil does not have a place anymore in heaven. It's about to be done. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceives the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of his Christ. For the accusers of our brethren is cast down. See that? Which accused them before our God day and night. See, they accused us. They was always lying and accusing us. They did the same thing to Christ. They accused him. So if you don't understand Revelation 12 and 10, listen to this. When you hear, I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, listen to this, which was a song of praise on account of the victory obtained by Michael and his angels over the dragon and his, see that, or for the overthrow and downfall of paganism in the Roman Empire, because we still living under the Romans. The Ottoman church had us first. Now Esau got us now. Just pretty much simple, plain, explanatory. There you go. The Roman Empire. For by heaven is meant the empire now become Christian, or the Christian church state it is. And the loud voice heard in it by John shows that there was a great number in it who rejoiced on this occasion, and that they were full of affection and fervency, and therefore expressed themselves in such manner and in form following. So these are the people of the 12 stars. The 12 stars are the 12 tribes of Israel. So they rejoice. They pretty much rejoice in this day. So that's explaining 10 so you can understand what Revelation 10 means. You get a better idea of what they're talking about in it. All right. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb. Who is the Lamb? Christ. That's how they overcame them. So we need Christ. And I got proof of that too. And by the word of their testimony, and they love not their lives unto the death. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth, and all the sea, For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. His time is short. It's about to be over, bro. That's why you're seeing this in the sky. I'm showing you right here. All right, this is what I want you to do. Go to Genesis 37:9 and read that through 11. And you understand Joseph's prophecy and his dream. All right? That'll give you a pretty much idea what the 12 stars represent on the woman, because she was the one holding us down all this time with evil, holding us back, killing us. That's why you see the Statue of Liberty. All right? That's the woman of Babylon, great daughter of Babylon. She's the woman. Now you can Okay, go to Numbers 34 and 17. And you can follow that up with Genesis. A star shall come out of the Jacob bloodline. Why is a star coming out of Jacob bloodline? Who is Jacob in the Bible? Jacob is Israel. His name was changed to Israel because he had 12 tribes. He had 12 tribes, the father of the 12 tribes. So that same bloodline, the Messiah comes out of that, which is a lamb. Remember, he was a sacrificial lamb. So Christ is our lamb. He's the one coming out that bloodline to save us. They call him a star. So if he's called the star, who are we called? Star. Stars represent people. Stars represent people. All right. Go to Matthew 2 and 10. When they saw the star, they rejoiced. There you go again. You rejoice when you see the star. You're going to see your Father in the sky coming to save you. So you rejoice. It's as simple as that. So whoever's involved with wickedness and got this place, America, running like this, you better get out of it. Get out of it fast. Let me show you something in this. I'm going to go further with this video so you can understand it. You can't keep playing around with this thing, man. It's serious. It is very serious. It's more serious than you think. A lot of people was having fun with this. They have fun being bad and cruel to God's people. But it's over. It's going down, man. All right, you got to understand what lights mean. Go to Genesis 1 and 16. God made the two great lights. Two lights. It represents two people, not just light for you to see in the daytime. That's just a representation of how you rule in the planet. How the planet is turning every day. But that's also symbolic for good and evil. Why do you think they was calling black people evil? Because we was dark. They know dark represent that. Now let me explain something to you. You can't be evil if the sun give you energy and love you. Who is the sun? The Messiah. But what sun give us energy? The sun of the universe. See, it's been a trick. It's been a major trick. And you got a lot of people from a lot of different nations fell for it. They can wake up though. Whatever nation you are, you can wake up and be saved from up out of that. Just respect God's children. We was on punishment. We were on punishment. We coming out of it though. All right. So let's move forward. I want to go to my pictures. I gotta show you and explain to you who this lady is, man. But first, you know what? Let me go to something else real quick. I got something prepared for you. You already saw that video, right? We already saw it. I want to explain to you what witches are. Let's find out what they are. Okay? Let's find out what they are. Listen to this. Spain's cursed village of witches. Now, this is going to help you understand that these people, which is like mediums and gypsies, them gypsies, man, they were evil. They was messing with witchcraft. There was mediums and all that. That's of the devil. You don't supposed to deal with that stuff. They was good at it. Okay, so this is a small city in Spain called Transmas years ago. It's a village in the province of Zaragoza, Aragon, Spain, with an estimated population of 96. The town has given rise to the numerous legends about witches and Sabbaths. See that? Some of which were recreated by the Romantic writer Gustavo Adolphe Becker or whatever. Yeah, you know, you can read it yourself. I got it up for you. Now here's something special I want you to see. You see that word Sabbath? We all know who's supposed to pray on the Sabbath. I mean, everyone should, but predominantly, mostly, that is created for the Israelites, the Sabbath. So that means when our people became captive, it was in captivity, you know what we was doing? We was praying on the Sabbath, witchcraft, because we was caught. You don't supposed to do witchcraft on the Sabbath. There was in some witchcraft stuff, man. And that became very evil. That's why they became gypsies. See, them gypsies was doing a lot, man. Once they got seized and taken down and hurt and kidnapped and beaten, all that stuff, these gypsies, and getting killed. These gypsies actually got killed for conducting witchcraft. It will burn at the stake. You can research that. Matter of fact, I got pictures later on I'm gonna get to and show you what happened to these gypsies. So what they ended up doing was kind of sugarcoating how they prayed and what they was doing outside, and they didn't want to get seen, so they did it hidden in the dark. So if you knew about them and they hidden places, you would pretty much go to see them like behind closed doors, so no one can see you, because they didn't want to get caught. They had to take these small jobs like prostitution, giving you a fortune with cards, you know what I'm saying, or using a little medium glow ball and all that crap. They had to do that. And guess what? Some of our chosen will go to these people. You probably had your daughter calling up the mediums and spending $900 on your phone bill talking to them, which is illegal to God, basically. You don't supposed to do that. That's why this place is wicked. They let you do anything here. So now you get on the phone. You want to know something about your future. You talking to this medium, but what you don't understand is you sealing your fate with God. Yeah, you get in trouble. You get in trouble with the Most High. That is very. You can go to the book of Leviticus and find that out. Leviticus was a book primarily based on laws what the children of Israel shouldn't do. The reason why I say that is because that book is after Exodus. Leviticus was all about laws. Okay, Leviticus is about laws, and they were teaching the children of Israel what not to do anymore. All right, so those laws were meant for Israel. All right, that's why the book of Exodus means exit. Once they exited out of Egypt from that captivity, you had to get new laws. Moses had to teach them what God was telling him to teach them. He had to get them all out of those Egyptian practices, like how we living in America and we picking up all these evil practices and became so wicked. We became so wicked here. We have to find new laws, and that's what the Messiah is coming back for. Start us all over again. Some of us getting signs now because we kind of held on to positivity since we've been here. So he's only giving that to the positive people of Israel while we're here in this captivity. All right, so Leviticus is about laws. Only the Leviticus priest, his bloodline, can teach you. So that's why you have the book of Leviticus. Leviticus means Levi. So the Levites can teach you. That's it. All right, so if you go to Leviticus 19:31, they'll tell you, do not turn to psychics or mediums. Why is he telling you that? Why is he telling you that? Because they're wicked. They consult the devil. They talk to demons. They talk to any spirit that'll give them any advice to tell you something. Why will the demons do that? They keep that medium, so wicked. They like that. They want to keep your soul wicked, whoever you are. And by you dibbling and dabbling with that thing, you open the door for that demon to get attached to you, because he know you now. When he find out something from you and about you through this medium, okay, you end up being tortured and taunted all your life. You got to find a way to get that off. And the only way is to repent. You got to go to the Messiah, because the Messiah, he's the Savior. He's the only one can save you. We all know that. Okay, go to Leviticus 20 and 27. Every man or woman who is a medium or a psychic must be put to death. And this is why they was killing mediums and psychics. Those mean, evil people that you think was mean for burning family members and witches was actually forced by God to do it. But they gonna pay a punishment too, because they pretty much spilled the blood of another person. See, everyone is used. When you're doing evil, the Most High will use evil for evil and pay them all back later. Leviticus 20 and 6. Read that one. I will condemn people who turn to mediums. Why is the Bible constantly saying that? And you pretty much know it. You know doggone well when you deal with a medium, all right, how evil that feels. When you watch them on TV, how evil does that feel? So this is what you're dealing with. You're dealing with evil mediums. You should never do that. Okay, go to Deuteronomy. Remember, these are still the first 5 books of Moses. Moses taught them. He was teaching them all through it. You had Genesis. That was the land of captivity. You had Exodus. That was the land of exit, We were saved from out of there. You had Leviticus, the laws. Then you got Numbers. Numbers was when we turned our back on even Moses, and then we had to suffer and wander for 40 years. And then you go to Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy is, again, Moses teaching them all over again. Yep, teaching them all over again. So Deuteronomy 18, 10, and 12. You must never sacrifice your sons or daughters. Why did he tell them that? Because when we was in the land of Egypt, we were sacrificing our sons and daughters to Moloch, Baal, however you want to look at it. It was the devil. You had demons over there, and we were sacrificing our kids to them. Why? For special gain, for riches, for more vitals, for soil, for our land to become real soil and fertile, for our fruit and vegetable, our livestock. You want better livestock, everything. You'll sacrifice for those things. All right? You shouldn't do that because only God can call you. That's it. You can't kill yourself or kill someone. You kill yourself and you go in the kingdom with that, man. He's going to kill you for that. You're like, you don't supposed to be up here. I didn't call you. Put that man to death. Come on, think about that, man. Okay, go to Micah 5 and 12. I will destroy your witchcraft. There you go again. He will destroy your witchcraft. Why do it? If God said he's going to destroy your witchcraft, why do witchcraft? I mean, I'm just saying, a lot of people don't know these scriptures. They just don't know them. It's no joke. It's no joke out here. You got to understand. You see, these were Israelites, man. And these Israelites were doing some of the most wickedest things years ago. All right? We don't know it because we don't read. You have to read to pretty much understand what was going on in those times. All right? That's the only way you'll know it is by reading the Bible yourself. Okay? You have to read it. Hey, look, the Bible says, don't listen to man. Read the scriptures if you want to know the truth. So if the Bible's saying that, I think that's what you should do. Don't listen to man, because man will lie, man. Man will lie to you for their own purpose, anything. Anything they want, they'll lie to you for it. Because we are greedy, man. We are greedy. That's just how it is. We're selfish and greedy. Well, not me. All right. Go to 1 Samuel 28, 3 and 25. So you can understand how our head, our tops, was doing evil first. And this is why we all got punished. He said he's going to punish your children for the iniquities of your fathers. Oh, that's not 1 Samuel 28, 3 to 25. I'm going to show you how Samuel, one of our kings, did wrong. And he got punished for that. All right. But it is a scripture that says that. All right. So 1 Samuel 28, 3 and 25. I want you to read that. Now Samuel was dead, and all Israel had lamented him and buried him in Ramah. Some of these, man, hard to pronounce. I do okay. When I'm alone, I can just research them and go. Matter of fact, you can get that word and go to the sound, how to pronunciation on your phone, how to pronounce these words, these names. Names are always hard. All right, so you can just skip past them, but you should go into them and try to pronounce them yourself. All right, even in his own city, and Saul had put away those that had familiar spirits and the wizards out of the land. All right. And the Philistines gathered themselves together and came and pitched in Shunem. And Saul gathered all Israel together. And they pitched in Gilboa. And when Saul saw the host of the Philistines, he was afraid, and his heart greatly trembled. So Saul was scared. He seen all them people coming up to get him, man. He's like, oh, no, I'm the king of Israel. I got to find a way. So why he's scared? Because he was in sin. He was doing wrong. He didn't want to lose, man. He didn't want to lose the city. Anybody get scared when it come down to war. You get scared when when you was a kid in school, you thought you had to fight after school. Remember, get them little butterflies? Yeah, so everybody get that. But it's about how you going to handle that butterfly from fighting or about to fight. All right, here's number 6. And when Saul inquired of the Lord answered him not, neither by dreams, nor by Urim, nor by prophets. Like it was nothing he can do. He couldn't even use his Urim to talk to him. God wouldn't answer him. Why wouldn't God answer him? Paul was in sin. Saul was in sin, I'm sorry. Then Saul said unto his servants, seek me a woman that hath a familiar spirit, that I may go to her and inquire of her. And his servant said to him, behold, there is a woman that hath a familiar spirit at Endor. See, he knew of, he a king, he know a lot of stuff that the servants don't know. But he didn't care about letting his servants know this. He was so scared. Like, I don't care who knows. Go get it. Just go get it. Go get this girl I'm talking about. And Saul disguised himself and put on other remnant. Other remnant mean is different than his his kingship attire. He had some stuff. See, Saul wore clothes, man, to make him like a king. But here he put on some other remnant. Why he put on some other remnant? And he went, and 2 men with him, and they came to the women by night. So that means at night they went over her house. That means they snuck out. He disguised himself. You hear that? He disguised himself and went out at night because then you want to be seen messing with, that's like some of our mayors today go out at night and pick up a prostitute or something. They got to hide that thing, don't they? They don't want nobody knowing. They get in trouble because you popular, man, you get in trouble. And they came to woman by night. I pray thee, divine unto me by the familiar spirit, and bring me up whom I shall name unto thee. So he's telling her, who I tell you to bring, I want you to bring him up to me. Okay, he's going to pay her and everything. And the woman said unto him, behold, thou knowest what Saul hath done? So that woman like, do you know what you done, Saul? I'm evil. Do you know what you doing? You the king, Saul. You supposed to be the king of Israel, a holy man. You messing with me? And so Saul just like, he ain't going to let her know exactly. But listen to this. Later on he will. How he hath cut off those that have familiar spirits and the wizards out of the land? Wherefore then layest thou a snare for my life to cause me to die? And Saul sware to her by the Lord, saying, as the Lord liveth, there shall no punishment happen to thee for this thing. See that? So he's saying for this thing here, ain't nothing going to happen. I ain't worried about it. Then said the woman, whom shall I bring up unto thee? And he said, bring me up Samuel. You see that? You know Samuel. It's the old prophets. Saul trying to bring up Samuel. He ain't even, listen, he's not going to Christ. He's not going to God. You know why? Because he ignored him. So if you got ignored by God, you should go back and find out what you're doing wrong, fix that thing and repent, not go to some other spirits. And when the woman saw Samuel, she cried with a loud voice. And the woman spake to Saul. She said, why hast thou deceived me? For thou art Saul. You see that? And the king said unto her, be not afraid, for what sawest thou? And the woman said unto Saul, I saw gods ascending out of the earth. You see that? She thinking I saw. Like, how you look like that? Because, they all look the same. They got the beard, the king hat on, man, the godly robes and stuff. So they look like that. So she like, wait a minute, what's going on here? So the lady thought she was pretty much going to die. He thought he had her praying up a spirit, just to pray up God and God come and kill her. So she don't know what's going on. She's like, hey, what's going on? And he said unto her, what form is he of? Because he can't see her. Remember, she can. She dealing with that witchcraft. And she said, an old man cometh up, and he is covered with a mantle. And Saul perceived that it was Samuel. And he stooped with his face to the ground and bowed himself. And Samuel said to Saul, why hast thou disquieted me? To bring me up? See, disquieted mean, why did you bring me out my rest? See, remember, when you die, you at rest until God come back and bring all the spirits up. See, Christ got to do that. He bring you up from that. And Samuel knows it because he's a prophet for God. He know. So he's trying to figure out what he doing messing with me. And Saul answered, I am sore distressed. So he's so distressed, he's saying, for the Philistines make war against me, and God is departed from me, and answereth me no more, neither by prophets nor by dreams. Therefore I have called thee, that thou mayest make known unto me what I shall do. So he want to know what could he do to save himself and get out of that thing. All right. God ain't answer him, so he kind of did some evil, wicked stuff. Going to the devil pretty much. That's why you aren't supposed to do that. That's what the Egyptians used to do. You aren't supposed to do that. Then said Samuel, wherefore then dost thou ask me, seeing the Lord is departed from thee and is become thine enemy? So he's saying, this is what Samuel's saying. Why would you ask me if God, who I respect, is ignoring you? Don't you think I'm ignoring you too? I respect God. I don't want my soul tormented. I'm not going to do nothing for you, bruh. Basically, I ain't helping you. Get up out of here with that. See? You become an enemy of God. Man. And the Lord has done to him as he spake by me. For the Lord hath rent the kingdom out of thy hand and given it to thy neighbor, even to David. So he's not telling him what he can do to get out of it. What Samuel is telling him, what's going to happen. Meaning, I'm just telling you, you about to lose your kingdom and die. That's all I'm saying. You about to lose it all. I'm not going to tell you how to get out of it because you disrespect God, which stuff you was doing. So I'm pretty much going to seal your deal for you. I'm not going to tell you how to get out of it because thou obeyest. Now Samuel could have, but he knew he would have got punished for that. If Samuel couldn't tell him how he could have got out of it, how is it that he can tell him what's happening to him? You see that? They know. The death know. That's the spirit. He knows. Because thou obeyest not the voice of the Lord, nor executest his fierce wrath upon Amalek. Therefore hath the Lord done this thing unto thee this day. Moreover, the Lord will also deliver Israel with thine into the hand of the Philistines. And tomorrow shalt thou and thy son be with me. And you know what Saul was at. The Lord also shall deliver the host of Israel into the hand of the Philistines. Then Saul fell straightway all along on the earth. Oh, man. And was sore afraid because of the words of Samuel. You want to summon him up? You summon him. Look what you found out. And there was no strength in him, for he had eaten no bread all the day nor all the night. Look, he couldn't even eat. You know how you so scared you can't eat or sleep? You done did something wicked out here, man. You know something coming your way. You can't eat or sleep. Oh, man. Look, and the woman came unto Saul and saw that he was sore troubled and said unto him, now that woman, that was the medium. Okay. Behold, thy handmaid hath obeyed thy voice, and I have put my life in my hand, and have hearkened unto the words which thou speakest unto me. Now therefore, I pray thee, hearken thou also unto the voice of thine handmaid, and let me set a morsel of bread before thee, and eat, that thou mayest have strength when thou goest on thy way. So she feels sorry for him. It's like, man, that's some bad news you got. You know, I always listen to what you had to say, Saul. I pay attention to you, so you know I like you. She wicked like him. She don't care. So she said, look, let me give you some bread or something, man, where you can feel a little bit better while you go on your way, because you look kind of sick. But he refused and said, I will not eat. But his servants together with the woman compelled him, and he hearkened unto their voice. So he arose from the earth and sat upon the bed. And the woman had a fat calf in the house, and she hasted and killed it, and took flour and kneaded it, and did bake unleavened bread thereof. So he still was eating his unleavened bread. You know, his servants and her got together. They kind of, the medium, they got together with Saul's servants and persuaded him to eat. And they wouldn't cook that stuff because, Saul was out of it. And she brought it before Saul and before his servants, and they did eat. Then they rose up and went away that night. Now, if you keep on reading, you'll understand that Saul did die. Yeah, he got murdered. He lost it all, man. And then the Israelites became captives once again. Once again. So that's proving to you that our leaders pretty much can sin too and mess you up. So the leaders is why we in this position. Go to First Chronicles, read 10, 13 through 14. And you'll understand that you need to go to God only. You need to go to God and God only. All right, so let's get back to my pictures, man. So we can go a little further. You got to see this. And I want you to understand what we're dealing with here. So now I'm going to go to my picture. You know how I changed the colors. You know how I found the woman in the sun. See that? Dancing around. Look at her face here. That's her eye. That's her nose. Her mouth. That's her hair here. And she got a veil. See that veil behind her? This is her hand up in the air. She's holding that statue. I mean, like the Statue of Liberty holding that torch. She got that in her hand. And here she's doing a snake charm dance. This is why you got to stay with me so I can clear it up for you. And of course, you see him with the wings in the sky, hiding in the cloud. They do these signs, man, like a regular day. Everything that God doing right now in Revelation is taking place right before your eyes. And people act like they don't see it. They see the hard things like, oh, look at all this snow. Oh, look at the earthquakes. They see the major stuff. But these are the signs that he gave the Israelites. So the earthquakes is a sign. All right. Now let's check it out. Look at that. Now you see this color here. Same picture. You should see this cloud look weird anyway. What kind of cloud is that? See the trees and whatnot? See the sky? Look at her. Now let's go further. You see their eyeball? She's looking right up at the demon. There's her nose, there's her mouth. See that? This is the most wickedest, ugly looking witch that you can see. And the reason why I call her a witch, because that is exactly what mediums are. She was one of the ancient ones. I can show you some pretty mediums. Don't mean that they pretty on the inside. They pretty much a demon in disguise. Yeah, some of us, yeah, you got to watch it, who you talk to when you mess with. Demon in disguise. See, this is her arm, this is her elbow here. That's her shoulder. And that's her hand in a snake stance. Because she's charming him. Telling him, I'm ready. Get me pregnant. So he's swooping in to get her pregnant, start this thing. See these wings flapping? Got to watch who you messing with. Look at his hands down here. All right, there you go. Let's move forward. Look at this picture. I'm going to show you the side-by-sides I got for you. See? She got a torch. And I'm going to show you that torch a little better. It ain't as clear, but you can see her. Look. Okay, look here. You see her little clothes here? She got these, some type of flowers hanging from her wrist, part of her shirt. She got it over here too, on the end. These are ancient dresses. And her hand here doing a snake pose. It get clear. I'm going to get it better for you. Now, look at this, people. Look at this, YouTube. Look at that crown. See that star in the middle of his crown? There's his face. Voila. Voila. Look at his hands. Look at his hands. See that? He's holding this in his hand. You know, that's a symbolic moon because it's going to be under her feet. It's probably going to get her pregnant with that. Look at that. But I'm going to tell you what the moon is in a second. Now you can see her dress a little better. See the bottom of her dress? All right. Look at this one. A very hard edit. So you can see it. She's right in the sun. That's why they say in the sun. The sun is symbolic too. But the sun, it represents where we at. North America, when she's supposed to come out, according to Joseph's dream, it was going to be the sun. See, that means the sun was going to be out. And you can see her when the sun is out. See? Because the sun reveals her. Who is the sun? The Messiah. All right? That's symbolic meaning. So the Messiah reveals the serpent, the devil, and telling you. That's why, the prophets knew what was going on with these spirits. See that? See, he's flying in while she's looking directly up at him. So she saw what's flying in. They doing this together. All right. Let me explain to you guys something real quick. Let's just go to it. I ain't gonna hold you up no more. I want you guys to understand what the sun or what the Statue of Liberty represents. You need to understand. Let's see this here. All right. What race was the Statue of Liberty? The original model of the statue was inspired by the figure of a female Arab peasant. Arab peasant. Arab peasant. The Arabs were it's considered a peasant is because when we was in captivity under the Arabs, they call us peasants. We was peasants. Just like over here, they look at us like bums and peasants. We were broke, but we always had, some type of connection with the Most High, whether it's good or bad. And those evil nations always use us for that. We turn into mediums and things like that. You can go back to Genesis. Remember the book of Daniel. Daniel did some prophecies, all right, for King Nebuchadnezzar. All right. So it says, enlarged to colossal proportions, the full text of the post reads, the original statue was a black woman given to us by France to pay homage to the slaves that were brought here by force. So this telling you that we were the first ones dabbling with that devil stuff. So now we come over to the Americas and we got them forcing us to still dig into that devil stuff. So they're using all those ancient techniques to keep us down and keep us into the devil worship. And they're going to pay for it for doing it. It's like night and day, man. It's so stupid what they did. It's so stupid. But it's supposed to play out that way. This is the last captivity. Now you go back here to the picture. You see what I'm talking about. You see what I'm talking about. So let's check. Let's go a little further. You see that? Now, I saw this a mile away. You see her dress here? It's open here. She got a little top on. Now you can see that hand of hers. You see that? See the flowers out of her dress? This is her face here. That's her hair. Here is her hand. There you go. Doing a little snake thing. She's charming that. She's charming. You see it? Moving around so fast. The picture moving in different frames. Like bam. And then it's bam here. See that? Fingers here. Palm. Wrist. Yep. She's dancing her butt off, ain't she? Then here, this hand here. She's holding that. Now you can see it. What's that here? Around that wrist here. That right hand wrapped around the bottom of the torch. This, my friend, is the top of the torch. See? Because this is the Statue of Liberty. Yep. I mean, it's not, of course, the Statue of Liberty, but that's what Statue of Liberty is based on. The whore, the daughter of Babylon. Right here. She's doing her dance. And the Bible said the world was going to see this as a sign. Remember, it's not factual, literal. It's a sign to let you know we live in the Revelations. If you saw Joseph dream in the sky, it's a sign. And they said the world was going to see it. This is one of the ways the world is seeing it. This is being sent out to the world. And you guys are supposed to see it. I mean, I show people on the street. It doesn't matter. One by one. The world is going to see this sign. It doesn't matter. God's still coming. Whoever don't see it, he's still coming. Remember, this is a sign. That's all. All right. Let's move forward. See that? It's an Egyptian woman doing a snake dance. You see her hand in that pose? It's a snake dance. She's dancing with the serpent. That's evil right there. You don't supposed to do that thing. These are the people that turn into psychics when they lost their ability to pray on the Sabbath and do all that wicked and cause all that harm to the earth back then. And knowing the future and the past and the present, they start killing them. And these people had to hide, man, in different cities, in different towns, in different countries. There's a lot of them. Israelites spread all around doing this, trying to carry on with it. Look at that. Look at her. Look, it's a black woman. It doesn't matter. That's evil. Look at that. It's an old ancient gypsy. Look at that. Look hard, don't she? Man, look at that chin. Look at that. Yeah, they used to look hard. No, it's a woman too. Look at that. Snake around her. Look at that. You see that? See that foot? See that pose? See that dress? It's a snake. She's looking up in the air like the other woman. Yeah. They kept this ritual going for years. That's why they look the same. This is why they look the same. They don't look no different. They look no different. The devil don't change it, but God's going to change the devil. You see this lady here? It's an evil Egyptian serpent dance. Come on, man. Got to know what you're looking at. Look at this lady. They start turning white. Even white people got into it. They start worshiping the devil to keep power. Now they got to get took down. Their country. Look, this is the Chinese. Look at that. Asia. Serpent worshiping the demons, worshiping the snake. They all did it. All right. So here's my before and after picture. Now remember, I'm gonna show you why they got the moon under their feet. I'm not gonna, leave you guys hanging with that either. So here's my original. Start playing with the color. Now you can see the devil. See the woman dancing. These separate clouds. See, God do it right in your face because you don't understand the clouds. But he do have prophets here that understands the cloud. Now you move in right here. You can see her eye. There's her eye. See that? See what she's looking up at? I make it evil. I make it even for you. I make it easy for you to see. Look at that. This is the best way I can teach you. I mean, I know you guys used to the perfect teaching, but that's you can if that's what you used to, then you pretty much robotic, and you would never get it. If God coming to me with it, that means he don't care about my language and I'm speaking. Guess what? I hope you know Moses had, a lot of people say, a speech problem and things like that. It wasn't that. Okay? Moses was living with the Egyptians. Remember, as a baby, he was brought up with the Egyptians until he started having all these dreams and found out who he was. See, Moses found out who he was. One of the main ways is because he found that blanket and knew that it was that little blanket that Hebrew blanket that they kept from when they got him off the waters. He started finding out who he was. Different things happened to Moses. So when he woke up, remember, he had the tongue of the Egyptian. So it was hard for him to learn that Hebrew. So if you was a Hebrew back then, and you wouldn't like Moses' language, but you still gonna respect him because of what God got him doing, these miracles and things. I don't care. Oh, I don't like the way you talk. Well, don't like the way you talk. Stay your ass here and get left behind. Stay that ass right here. Don't see none of these signs. Don't follow law, statutes, and commandments because a man can't talk the way you like. Don't read the Bible because you got somebody talking the way you don't like it. You know why? Because you used to the devil in your face. And pick, ping, mine, and ting, ting, kind. You want them to talk like that? Have your fun with it. I'm showing you that they don't get these prophecies. And you got people that go out of space, ride around on gliders and things all like that through the clouds, but they don't see nothing. So they say, oh, I just missed. They don't see nothing. So why I'm seeing this? See, they can't see it. It's not for you to see when you're a sinner. See this lady here dancing? That's a lady dancing. What do you want me? This is the way it's supposed to come in the clouds. You see the stars? She got the print on her dress. It's supposed to be on her dress though, but look, it's on her dress. These are star prints, patterns in her dress. That's why the sun's supposed to be there, to illuminate exactly how she looked, the outline of her. That's for Israelites to see. You ain't gonna see it. You know it's the end times though. I bet right now, if you discrediting what I'm showing you, you tomorrow you'll forget about what I'm showing you, but you would say, man, it's the end of the days. You got to be the end time. Look what's going on TV. You keep letting the media teach you that it's the end times, and you're going to miss out on what God needs you to do so you will live. Go ahead, result on the media. I hope you know media just mean medium. So they teach you a whole lot of wicked stuff too. That's why you say you watch too much TV. Telling your kids that, messing them up. They see porn, anything pop on that medium ball. Yeah, that's what a medium is. You can see through a ball. Ain't we looking through a screen? You can see through it. All type of stuff. Read the Bible. Yeah, that's what you got. That's where you got to get it from. Look at that. You see that? Okay, look. This Egyptian dance move. See that elbow? See that? See their foot? There's a foot. There's the dress. See the dress roll down here when that foot is out that way. Her hip is popping. And there's the elbow. And her hand doing a snake move. And then here, you see that? That's the back of her other hand. Look like that hand, don't it? There's a sleeve. There's a sleeve. And that's the end of a torch. And that's the top of it. Yeah, right here. One hand up, elbow out. See, they got the same dance moves. That's the ancient dance they carrying on with. You think she look pretty, but she doing some evil dance moves. Seductive type movement. Because remember, this move is for the devil. I showed you that video earlier. All right. Okay, you see this here? Serpent is in the air. Serpent is in the air. That's the devil up there. Look what she's looking at. She's looking up. She's looking up. Look at her body. Look at her feet out. Now, if this woman was to turn this way, her heel will be here. And you would see the back of her feet sticking out there. See that? There's a heel. There's a foot. Pretty little move. Foot. See? Heel of the foot and end of dress. Right here. See that? That's what you will see. If she flipped this way, you will see that foot. See, I get technical with it. That's why God picked me. I get so technical, you can't deny it. The only way you can deny it is to stay stubborn. And if you stay stubborn, God gonna smite you. Go ahead and say God don't exist. Why? You can run. The only way is to find some reason to act like you don't like how I teach, to run. So you will run from the truth and you won't see it because you're scared. You don't want to be involved. You're scared. Look at this. I'm showing you something now. Hand in snake position. Hand in snake position. You see that elbow always bent. Snake. Look at that. You ever watch some old school karate movies? They got their hand in a snake position. Look at her chin looking up. Even in up. Look at that. You see that? You see that? See that hand? Them fingers. Yeah. In the cloud. And y'all didn't even see it. Look at her waist here. Look at her body, her garment. Yeah. I'll show you. Yeah, I'll show you. Stay with me. There you go. Now you can see her face. See, the old ancient Egyptians used to look ugly because they always dealt with the devil, staying up all night with bags under their eyes. If you go back, look at some of them old gypsy women. See, I'm 44 years old. I remember running to some of them people when I was a kid, talking to my like mama and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, this me ugly, ma. Why are you talking to that lady? She's like, oh, no, she just, she knows some stuff about the future. She know about God. I don't think so. Look at that. Ugly thing. Look at that. Ugly thing. Look at that. Them sisters. It might be her long lost sister. Yeah. She doing the same pose as this lady, man. They're evil. Look, why they holding snakes, man? You gonna mess with something like that? It's evil, bro. You don't mess with that. All right, let's move forward. See, witches in the old time. That's what they was. They was doing that stuff, man. You see that? They started killing them. See? They was killing these witches because they wanted to rule the land. They wanted to get them out of here because they know they was in touch with something that can hurt them. Yeah, these was colonizers killing off the holy people because the holy people was doing witchcraft. So they sent to punish. That's all it was made for, was destruction. Look at that. So they killing people here. Look at that. See that? Anybody who do it, look at that. They burning these people, just beheading them over here. These witches they killing. Y'all understand that? You want to be a witch, you get killed. God kill you too, not only them. See, they killing for selfish reasons. Oh, we want the land. We want riches. That's all. It's exactly what the Egyptians was doing until God had to bust their heads. Look at them. You see that? Card, ball, evil look, stressed out looking. She don't even look like a woman no more. She don't want nothing to do with no man look like. This lady want to mess with evil, man. Look at that. That's all she dibbling dabbling. Look at that ball she looking in. That's your TV right here. Yeah, that's your medium. Staring in that TV toolbox all day. All day. Medium. Yeah, have fun with it. See? Devil in disguise. A devil in disguise. Don't fall for it today. They got to hide now, these witches, because what used to happen to them. People with that familiar spirit like to do that. You know, some people don't like to come out the closet because they don't want to they can't take the ridicule. God gonna get you anyway. I don't care what this land let you get away with. Nah, you see this here. It's the devil, man, in the sky. Look at that. See that? Oh, man. You gotta know what you're looking at. You see the woman? See the woman in the sky, right? The only thing you gotta know is, how's that moon under her feet, right? You want to know how the moon under her feet. You see that moon under her feet? But it wasn't, listen to this. See, all the pictures, look, they got a picture too. You see the dragon, right? See the 7 heads, but mine don't have 7 heads, right? They don't have to have 7 heads. The devil is running this. His evil spirit is running this land. Who is the lady? The land. She's the lady. How is that? The daughter of Babylon. She's the daughter of Babylon. She's the earth. The earth. Are we living on earth? The earth we're living in America, the world, is the daughter of Babylon, Statue of Liberty. She's the one having birth pains, going through stress. The devil got to save her. But what she don't know is he's going to die, and she ride with him. Who's riding with the ancient devil of Egypt? The daughter of Babylon, North America. Riding with the devil for her riches. And she about to feel it. About to feel it. You see this moon under her feet? That's not what you're going to see. Okay, where's the sun at on this picture? Mine had a sun in it. See, pictures are symbolic. You know what that moon under her feet represent? It represent the nighttime. Why does it represent the nighttime? Because over in Egypt, the moon is out when I took my photo. I took my photo at 6:21 p.m. and the sun was out. It was summer. I took that in August sometime, and it was pretty much summer. It don't get dark yet. So the sun was out. You know, she was out in the evening. She was out in the evening because the moon is out. Where the moon is out at, where all this began, where we was taken at and our land was oppressed. Where is that land at? Over in the east. Over in the east at 6:27 p.m., guess what time it'll be? 2 a.m. It's roughly a 7-hour difference. Let me show you. You think I'm crapping around with you? I got something to show you. All right, here you go. Let me refresh this time for you. Bam. Okay, right now I'm making this video 7:14 p.m., right? So right now it's 2:14 a.m. over in Egypt. We in Washington, D.C., 7:14 p.m. What difference does that make? Okay, when I took the picture, remind you, the sun was out. This is how the prophet is going to see her in the sun. But the land where we came from is 2 in the morning, representing the moon, because it's dark. She's standing over on we under her feet, because she's standing on us. It's nighttime over there. That's the moon. She got the 12 tribes, the crowns, up under her feet. It's moon time over there. The sun is over here. That's how you see the moon and the sun. There's no other way. You know, God ain't about to have a woman coming out of the sky with a moon under her feet. Now, the devil here that you see, these crowns represent nations because they're beasts. It's 7 nations. All right? That's what they represent. I already know that. He didn't have to have 7 heads. It was just a devil, a serpent, that's going to get her pregnant. Okay? You got to know that. Got to know what you're dealing with. See that? There's the moon under her feet, and you know doggone well, okay, where's the sun? See, it don't supposed to look this pretty. These 12 stars are representing the children of Israel. Exactly what it is. Exactly what it is. All right? You can go to Revelations 12, 1 and 12. I mean, read 12 and 1 through 12. The 12 crowns are Israelites. Who are the 12 crowns? That's who we are. That's the stars. That's why she had 12 stars on her head. You can read those scriptures and it'll tell you. Okay? To make sure you understand that, remember, go to Matthew 2 and 10. Remember that one? When they saw the stars, they rejoiced. Stars rejoice. Who's the stars? People. Go to Judges 5 and 20. The stars fought. How could stars fight? They are angels. The stars are angels. Angels fighting, remember, in the sky? Go to Job 38 and 7. The morning stars can sing. Stars don't sing, but angels do. We are called stars. Go to Obadiah 1 and 4. The heathen likes to live amongst the stars. See? He want to live. He want to live amongst the stars. But God will bring them down right where they at. Meaning he going to kill them right where they live. They got us living amongst them. But even though we spread out and living amongst them, they're gonna feel it. Remember years ago they used to make us feel like they want us to live because they don't supposed to live around us. Us meaning whoever are the Israelites, I don't care what color you are. It's not about that. It's about whoever is the Israelite. Believe me this, you got heathens living amongst you because we don't supposed to have all these nations around us. But they still gonna drop like flies. And it's happening. COVID. Follow laws. Follow laws. Look at this. Moon under her feet, but it's the sunlight. 12 stars around her. Now, you see this picture. This was the devil. You don't have to have 12 demons to represent that. Signs come to you different ways. You got to see it. Now, I screenshot and highlighted his face. You see that? There you go. See his mouth? It's a devil. That's a devil. You've been taught right here. See that? Remember earlier I told you I was going to compare his face? Look at that shiny little light on his crown there. Look at his eyes here. See, they always have them little bitty dots in their eyes. When you walk up to people, man, and they looking at you, ever saw someone say, dang, he looks shell-shocked because he got a demon on him. That shell-shocked look, he's possessed, baby. Look at his teeth. Look in the same area. Nose, same area. Eye, same area. Shell-shocked ass demon. Remember, stay away from people that look shell-shocked. Look at this mask here of a devil. Look, there you go. There you go. Why is that in the cloud? Because he's meeting up with her. Now you can see this a little bit better. See? Torch in the right hand like the Statue of Liberty. There's her hand. You see a wrist bending. You know how a wrist look bending. You held it with your right. And there's that big torch. Don't that look familiar? There you go. And you can see that hand doing a snake. See? There's her head and stuff. There's that thumb. And there's her four fingers doing a snake dance for him. She's charming him. Hand in snake position. There you go. There you go, boys and girls. I brought you the bomb. I brought you the bomb. You see that? That's why the feet. Because remember, we are captured in North America. Primarily. This place is the land of Hey, this is a nation over here, the strongest nation. They got to get taken down. So in this nation, God is giving the prophecies to the Israelites that's over here. So they can see her in the sky. I happen to catch it. This sign that he gave me, he can give it to somebody else a different way. But there she go. She's in the sky, moon under her feet, because the land where we're supposed to be at is actually 2 in the morning. So when I took the photo at 6:21 p.m., or 6:27 rather, in the day, the moon was under her feet. Whoa, man. It's no joke. This is no joke. Now, if you go back, I want you to see something. Look at that. Now, you see this here? Look at that colorful. Why is it colorful in that area? Don't she wear a crown? She has on a crown, too. And she's doing her little dance. See that? If you think that's just a cloud, then this is why you don't get these. If you think that this is a cloud only, and I'm showing you this is why he can't come to you. Man, everything I've been showing you on my channel, you know how much of these pictures you will pass up and delete because you're so stupid? Man, he can't come to you. If you an idiot, don't see what I'm seeing, that's why he don't come to you, idiot. Look, see the diamond in her, see all those different colors, even in this filter. That's a crown on her head. It's small because she's a woman. Doing her dance, man. You can see it with this one. If you got an eye, see that? She got her crown on. That's her eye, her nose, mouth. Side by side, she's dancing. That's all. And here's the devil she's dancing to. There you go. Now you can really see, look at that. You see his wings flapping, man. See his hands? It's the devil, man. Oh, yeah. All right. Here you go. Showed you another one. Follow these videos, man. Stay up. Read those scriptures. Most important. If you don't like, subscribe me. Hey, follow these scriptures so you can understand what's going on these last days. So when you pass away, you will have those basic Bible instructions on you. At least you will know what's going on. You know, you don't know what's going on, so I don't think you want to just die being stupid. Okay? Figure something out. Just at least try so you can have something in your favor. Because you got some wicked spirits over here, man, trying to take everybody's soul, dog. All right. So follow law, statutes, commandments. I love you. Stay up. Focus. Take a good look at this video before you discredit it. Take a good look at this picture. Everything I showed you, man. Take a look at it and see how real that is. That's cloud. But what's in the cloud, I have nothing to do with. You can see the dress, man. You can see that's there. See, a lot of people just think, oh, it's getting dark, so the clouds, the clouds getting dark. They'll think that way. Not me. I know what I was looking at. All right, so that's the original. Follow law, statute, commandments. She's right in the sun, and the sun was made to highlight her so I can see exactly what sign he gave me. Follow law, statute, commandments. Understand we live in a revelation. Peace.